of course, we did mention Omega, and we're going to run some ads prior to this, I mean after this. So let's get down to this match here. There you see Vivian, the Texas Tornado. She burps out the 2 balls. They're going to lag. We want to definitely welcome aboard. I hope he's hot. Jared Arasamina, the jazz man himself, is here. What's up?
How you doing, Al?
Oh, man, you kidding me? I couldn't be happier than a kid in a candy store to have you here.
It's good to be here, finally. Finally good to meet you in person, too.
Oh, yeah, you and likewise. And your wife. Right here. Why go far?
There she is.
Jared, and there's Connie in the background. Let me take the logos down so you can see a pretty face. There she is. That's the jazz man himself. Make sure to follow him on YouTube. You can buy his music right on iTunes. You won't regret it. Just do the YouTubes and check out his singing and his jazz with the sax, and I'll tell you, he can tell you more about that. But, you know, as we get into this match, I want you to, you're the spokesman now.
Yes.
For Cyborg. And you can give us a little input, you know, as we're going through it.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, the one thing that really caught my attention to it, because I was always a Kamui supporter. I had been using Kamui tips for many years. And
we don't want to downplay
No,
it.
not at all. Not at all. I still think Kamui's fantastic. But once I tried these Cyborg tips, phenomenal. I mean, just phenomenal grip. I love them. Yeah.
Right. And it's just something that you real comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
And the manufacturing of it and the whole
manufacturing, all the people there that work, you know, for the company are fantastic people to work with, and I'm very honored to be their spokesperson.
Beautiful, and we're going to talk more about that. Here's Nicole. I never seen Nicole Monaco shoot before. I understand she's a real good shooter from a friend of mine, Greg McAndrews, who happens to be around somewhere else now.
It looks like Vivian is kicking at this ball and made a good hit. Let's see if she gets a little fortunate here. And unfortunately, not this time. Not this time. Oh, my. Well, unfortunately, that's the one thing about these tight diamond tables and these tight diamond pockets. You got to hit the ball completely cleanly in order to really get it in there. Now, looks like I don't see any problems here on the table as of right now. Well, looks like Vivian miscued a little bit there. Yeah, she's looking at her tip. Definitely looked like a miscue on my end.
Did she use the rake? I took my eye off.
Yeah, she used the rake and miscued, actually.
That rake just has to slip a little bit, you know, one way or the other, and it's very easy to miscue.
Yep.
She knows it as well as anybody else. She's got a major tournament coming up, and we're going to have Vivian in the booth later on. In fact, right after this match, and she's going to explain this, the Tornado Open. It's $100,000 added, September 28th through October 2nd. It's going to take place in Hollywood, Florida. So we're going to have her in the booth and give us a little more insight into the format and who's invited, if it's going to be seated or not. We'll have her in.
That's the one thing about the Texas Tornado. She's really good for the sport and promotes the, you know, especially the women's side of the sport wonderfully.
Now, when Alex Pagulayan is playing, we say, what a showman he is. You know? Well, how do you say that about a woman? Do you say a show woman?
I guess, yeah, show woman, show person.
Woman? Okay, show person.
Yeah.
All right.
She's a little frustrated. She's definitely a little frustrated right now. I think that that miscue on the one when she was using the rake has really bothered her. But if I know Vivian like I think I know Vivian, she'll settle down and get right back into it.
Yeah, very seasoned player.
A little unfortunate kiss on the 9 there, threw out a line. Going for the safety again. Looks like she might have a window there.
Well, if she can see any part of that ball, yeah, she's definitely going to go for it. And if she can see a thin part, she's got to be careful she doesn't scratch off of this 3 ball. Let's go to a different camera angle and sweat it. She hit a solid ball. Now, the 9 ball does not have to be called. It can go in any pocket, and it's for a win. The only time it does not count is when on the break. Any pocket does not count.
Okay.
It's cue ball fouls only. So if Nicole touched that fall ball at all before shooting, she has to let Vivian know, and Vivian can put it back where she wishes, or where
Right.
she thinks it was, not where she wishes. Because sometimes you wish that it was locked up to another ball so she couldn't get out.
It seems like both of these players are struggling a little bit this this first rack. You can see Vivian shaking her head. She doesn't like it.
Well, Jared, it was really an honor to meet you finally, and Connie.
Well, the honor's all mine.
And Vivian's definitely not happy to meet that pocket. With
No,
that cue
she's
ball.
not. She's struggling a bit this first rack for sure. She's definitely definitely a little out of sorts here. Not the Vivian we're used to. You can see Jennifer Beretta sitting behind her.
Yeah, Jennifer is playing Kia. And we'll switch over to that match, should this one end quick. Ron Park, you want to sit down, sir? Always a pleasure to have you also.
I was watching Nicolitis doing one-handed jump shots.
We talk about anything and everything in the booth, so whatever you guys want to talk about,
I hope so.
shoot it. What were you just doing, Ron?
Uh-oh. I was watching Nicolitis going for a world record on one-handed jumping over a two and a quarter
2 and 3/4 wall.
barrier.
Barrier, yeah.
And it's 2 3/4 wide as well.
How did he do?
Well, he did 15 balls the first time and
One-handed
missed
jump.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
one hand. It's pretty impressive.
Man,
And he miscued on another, but he did 15 balls. I know that.
Not easy to do.
He's got a couple of world records he's trying.
Well, he's recording them. To have
Is-
a world record, you got to have Guinness on.
Well, there is somebody there from ESPN.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then maybe since it's recorded by ESPN, it's
Who I
totally
guess
legal.
is familiar with all the trick shot shows.
You mean they didn't call Upstate Al to
No?
record it?
I'm sorry, Al.
I'm going to check that guy's credentials from ESPN.
Is Vivian warming up?
No, she's playing.
That was a joke. It looks like she's warming up all the
Oh,
time. right?
camera angles.
There you go.
Sorry about that, guys.
She
Need
plays
camera
like,
back
Well,
wide open, I guess.
I can tell you, Vivian's glad that first rack's over. She was really out of sorts and
Oh, really?
a little fortunate to get out that rack. But you know, they're both feeling their way out, feeling their way through this.
I remember Vivian came to one of the tournaments that I used to run in Queens, New York. It was the biggest, in the Golden
Yeah.
Key. And she matched up afterwards when she got knocked out, and Paul Raval got knocked out. She offered Paul Raval the 7.
Wow.
She was shooting pretty good.
Yeah, Vivian plays. She's no joke.
She's always been a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
All right, break it from the right side of the table. Let's see if the one goes in the side.
It was heading there.
Yeah.
And got kicked out by the 7.
So how was your trip, Jared? You look like you're a little red-eyed there.
I'm a little tired. Yeah,
you were out last
I had
night.
I had a show last night that pretty much ended in the wee hours of the morning. So then by the time I got home and got to bed, it was right around 4 a.m.
That's the time I got to bed.
Yep. And then
But
got
then-
up got up about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and drove straight here.
Wow.
But luckily there was not a lot of traffic, so it only took me about 3 hours. It was pretty quick.
3 hours?
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Takes
It was fairly
takes
quick.
me longer to get here, yeah. Wow. That isn't bad. If you notice, there's a few pool tables out there, especially the Kamui booth.
Uh-huh.
It's all skirted off. It's all skirted off with banners all the way around.
Right.
And it's skirted off for a reason. Just in case somebody gets tired, you get underneath the table. Nobody knows you're there, and you just fall asleep.
Oh boy, that's great.
That's a real road man.
Well, I tell you, hopefully it's a 9-foot table instead of a bar box. I don't think I'd fit under a bar box. So.
It is.
Looks like Vivi's obviously has to kick at this ball.
No.
Oh,
You don't want that.
oh, and she was able to do a little 3-rail banker there.
She put her
the
hand up
corner.
in
Yep.
gesture to say, "Hey, I got fortunate. Sorry about that."
Yep.
She's only sorry for a split
Two
second.
seconds. About 2 seconds.
Well, I really would like to go to her event in Florida, but I don't know what I'd do there. You give one up?
If you hear somebody chewing on something, it's an old tire tube.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the one thing about playing the saxophone for such a long time that when you have a really long show like I had last night, you feel it the next day a little bit.
You do, huh? I could imagine. It's amazing how long you hold those notes. That's got to take a toll on you.
It does.
your
It
throat.
does. It really does.
Jared, can you do that circular breathing?
Yes, I can. As a matter of fact, I went after Kenny G's record a few years ago,
Wow.
and I only held the note. I held a note circular breathing for 37 minutes.
Is that good?
That was
Yeah.
that was pretty good. Yeah.
That means continuous. It's constant noise coming out.
Yep.
You breathe. Somehow you breathe in and out, and I don't know how it works, but I
Through
heard
your
about
nose and out your
Yeah.
mouth.
You
Yeah.
basically, when you feel your lungs beginning to be depleted, you fill your cheeks,
it. Oh,
and then as you're inhaling through your nose, you squeeze the air out from your cheeks. So that's how you get air, and it's a constant circular breathing.
it's weird, huh?
Giving away all the trade
Yep.
secrets, are you?
Yeah.
Back to your old tricks there.
Yep. And back to the old match here. It looks
There you
like
go.
Vivian racks up another one.
2-0.
Now, did you see on Facebook this he's a young black kid that plays saxophone. Actually, Kenny G went to see him or something. He's playing at the
Yes.
Apollo. What's his name again?
I don't know his name, but
Very good, though.
I did see that he actually had transcribed
Yeah.
one of Kenny G's solos, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you close your eyes and you couldn't tell the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, yeah.
It was
This is really
phenomenal.
good. He's supposed to be appearing at the Apollo for a show,
Mhm.
I guess.
Mhm. So I notice also that with racking here, I guess in this event, you don't have to rack the 2 in the back.
No.
It's just
No, that's
everything random.
one of the rules they made up. You know,
Okay.
you don't have to do that. Even in 10 ball, you don't have to rack the 2 and the 3 and a
Oh, you
corner.
don't? Not on this.
No,
Not on
no.
this. Okay.
Is Guy on him here?
Guy on Kim, I haven't seen her. I'm not sure if she's here or not. I haven't seen her.
Well, you know about the event that Vivian is putting on down in Florida, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Tornado
Yep.
Open. Well, Tommy's looking for a partner, Kennedy.
Really?
And he told me to ask Allison. For
Oh,
sure.
wow.
So I asked Allison, and Allison says, I think I'm partners with Mika.
Oh, wow.
So Tommy was upset. And I says, so I told Allison, but Mika can't make a ball. You know, trying to get her to team up with Tommy.
That sounds like something Tommy would say.
Yeah.
So she's really got to stiffen this ball out of this.
This is the small
corner.
ball going off of this rail.
It certainly is.
Yeah, and then it'll turn once it gets out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Mhm. Maybe 2 rails on the way back, but not enough speed. Nope. Nice try.
That's a hard kick.
Yes, it is.
You know, I liked that I don't know if she was trying to go the 3 rail, but that was probably the right way to go, the back
Mhm.
door.
I don't know the speed she hit it at. I don't.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Oh, she did
Oh.
not want to marry up against that 6
Vivian.
ball. Yeah.
She was playing safe.
I know.
Yep.
That's what she
Yeah.
was doing, and actually pocketed the ball.
She kissed off both balls or something? It's funny. She just laughs. She's a good sport. Kind of like Efren.
Yep.
Last one.
She's phenomenal for the game.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Vivian is just phenomenal for the sport. So Al, what would you do coming out of here now? This is
This
tough
is
here.
where I would play you safe.
Yep.
Yeah, she's trying to find one. She may skim off the 3 and let it run into the 8 and bring the cue ball way back down by the 7.
Spin it 2 rails back up table.
Just skim it.
Well,
no, just skim it.
just skim it?
Yeah, and just
Ye-
bump it against the 8.
Yeah,
I see.
Use the 8 as a stopper.
Yeah,
But I don't know if it's too high. The 3 ball's too high. Let's see. She's going to kick. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, she kicked a little too hard.
Well,
But it's going to turn out.
Wait, look at this. Very nice. Nicely done.
And maybe she played that.
Yep.
I guess she did.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. She's good
It's
at
hard
that.
to tell. Yeah, she played it behind those stack of balls. She got it.
Yep. Good hit.
The only thing I don't like about that safe is you're putting the next object ball near the money ball, the 9
Right.
ball. And should that marry up where it's, dead in the pocket, then all of a sudden you say, well, I shouldn't have never played that safe.
Yeah.
And, we've seen that happen a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because especially if you don't have to call the 9 in this event, then you get the 888 shot. Hit
Right.
it hard and hope.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, she definitely has to play that combination now. This is not easy. This is not easy. I can't tell if that 6 is frozen. I know the 4 is, but I can't tell if that 6 is. If it's not, this is not a hard shot. I mean,
No.
not an easy shot, but she made it look easy.
Just bump this, come out for this 5 on the side.
Yep.
A little
She-
weak.
she
a little
underhit
shy,
that.
A little shy.
She's all right though. She's
Oh, yeah.
straight enough on the for the corner.
Yeah.
Not what she wanted to do, obviously, but
Yeah, she'll just have to maybe go forward a little bit or stop it right there.
So Ron, I hear you're still in the tournament, right? You're still doing well.
I'm still in the senior event, yeah.
That's
I
great.
won 2 matches.
Fantastic.
You have a choice to rack your own balls or rack for each other. If you disagree on it, you have to rack for each other.
I see.
And the 9 ball counts on the break.
Oh, it does. Oh.
And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to rack our own, so the 9 ball does not count on the break.
Oh, I see.
My last match, but he didn't want to do that, so I had to rack for him.
I see.
And very first rack, he makes the 9 on the break. Of course.
No, come in the picture. I want you in the picture.
Ah, who's that?
I pronounce his name as Kaki, but the right cat.
Sac.
Saxy.
Sakti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sakti?
We touch base a lot. You
Oh.
know. As
Langoni.
far as pool is right, Langoni. Exactly. Let's get back to the match.
Nice cues.
Wonderful cues.
They're possibly going to be here next year. We don't know. We're going to try to get some more information later on in the day, or as the evening goes on, possibly have him in the booth, and he'll explain to us if they're going to be here and, the whole 9 yards.
That four is in a little bit of a pickle. Just getting back on it. Obviously, the 3 and the 4 in the same pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a good banker unless she.
She can draw this with a lot of right and come up for an angle in the same pocket on the 4.
Yep.
Boom. There
Yep.
it is.
She did it. Well, more speed. She came up short.
Yeah.
She's That's like the 3rd time she's looked at her tip. Something's wrong with her tip.
She
she's
shoots
not
so
happy.
fast. I could never do that. How fast she shoots. It's amazing. 2 strokes, boom.
Yep. Smart play.
Very nice. Yeah. Good shot. Frozen? Maybe. Doesn't matter, I don't think. I think she can see the edge of it. She could come out with a good save here. If she hits it good.
Now, In the women's side of this tournament, or basically the men's, women's, everything, is there basically a referee that's floating around
No.
in case if somebody needs to
I don't
watch a
think-
call? or anything of that
just Frank and Doug are the only 2 referees that I know of.
nature? Okay.
Doug Ennis. Oh,
Mm.
I guess you couldn't see the edge.
No.
You know, Vivian leads here at 3-0, and I don't know. Would you like to go for the run out here, being that the 5 does not pass the 8 ball, or would you just stick the cue ball right there and play a safe?
That's what I do. I do a safe.
Yeah.
I think she's going to go for a safe, but I don't know.
Yep,
Yeah,
there it
that's
is. Beautiful.
It's perfect. Yeah, because it sets you up for a position on the 5 if she does indeed get ball in hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hit.
She
Beautiful
knows the
hit. Look at
+2.
that.
She knows the +2 system, I guess. Good hit.
That's right. Yeah.
Even
Vivian
Vivian.
liked that.
Yep. I tell you, for the people that have never co-commentated with Al, that's one thing I love about Al. He's so gracious to let a lot of people co-commentate with him.
Absolutely.
Very magnanimous guy. You should see this setup back here that he
Yeah.
has. I'm really impressed with this. It's top notch.
Thank you, Jared.
I mean, that's why your streams are always so great.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
you
top
know,
notch.
I try to emulate you. I see the pictures at home. And
Oh,
you
please,
know,
don't do
with
that.
With your speaker system and your Macs and everything sitting there, and I'm like, wow, I got to step up my game here. I got to emulate this guy. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. And you do have a great setup. We're going to step up our game. I'll tell you, what's today's date?
16th.
16th.
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks, we're going to step up our game just a little bit more.
Yep. That's what I hear.
Looking forward to it too. I mean,
So
this
am I.
this is already a fantastic game that you
Thank
have
you.
set up here.
Yeah.
Can't imagine much more here, but
I'm 2, right?
mhm.
I don't want no germs from you, sir. Steve Sutton, come on in. Oh, one second. Go ahead. You sit down. No, that's all right. Sit down. We'll get the sake later.
Sudden death.
Sake.
How you doing? Nice to meet you, buddy. I'm Jared. Pleasure to meet you.
I gotta look at you.
Oh, Jasmine.
Yeah, that's it.
How you doing, man?
There you go. Now you're live.
All right, sweet. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Steve Sutton sitting in with us today.
Like a sock.
Suck something. Suck a lollipop.
Oh, suck.
Suck.
Suck teeth.
Please forgive us. Al's learning how to pronounce a couple of names here. It's pretty hysterical.
Sorry, it takes me about 10 tries. His name is Sakti.
Sakti, right?
Or Sakti. Yeah, and he's going to be in the booth momentarily. Steve is going to sit in for a little while with us, give him his props because he's always willing to help out. Steve, do you know Jarrett?
Yeah.
We just met, yeah.
Yes, we
cool.
do.
Sorry.
Talked on Facebook a couple times and just met first time in person.
Absolutely. That's right. Now, have you played in this event at all?
So I played in the Open and I got knocked out, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I might play the second chance. Starts tomorrow morning.
Oh, good. Good. Definitely do that.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. A little force follow there.
But I'll tell you what, it wasn't the easiest shot either.
No, not at all.
No.
Very well struck.
Got to be careful with this one, though.
Yeah, you got to watch the pocket.
Uh-huh.
That's a great shot.
Yep, excellent.
And she came up
Perfect
on it.
speed.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
All right, she gets on the board. Nicole gets on the board.
So even though Vivian played Nicole safe behind that 6 ball, Nicole wound up coming up on top of this one. Go ahead, Jarrett. What's the score? 3-1?
3-1. Yep.
Thank you.
3-1 favoring Vivian. The Texas Tornado.
I like when she gets into the crowd and the crowd's into her and she storms around
She
the
starts.
table. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
It's
it.
awesome.
She's fun. And we're going to have her back here, Jarrett and Vivian, whoever else is sitting in. And
Yeah.
she's going to be a lot of fun to have in the booth, too.
I'm sure she is.
I haven't seen her personally in about 15 years, maybe more.
No kidding.
Yeah, I walked up to her and she said, "I know you." I'll say, "Well, I got a lot older."
And from what I hear, she hits that hard too. So
She does. She does. I watched the one ball here.
Yep.
Corner pocket.
And
look at that.
right in, yep.
Well, unfortunately, the 3 is way
Yeah.
up on the top side of your monitor there. So Vivian's got some work to do here.
Was that because she was playing a cup break? Is that why the one went in the corner? Or is that
I
just...
didn't realize. Did she play the cup break?
She did do a cut,
yeah,
cut
I'd
break.
say, yeah.
It was very unique to see it actually to come around like that and go in that upper corner
Right,
that way from a
that's-
cut break. Usually you see it go on the side.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, she's figured it out. So that's a couple times she did
nice
that.
safety here
Yeah.
behind the 4-ball.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Time to get out the old jumper there, Nicole.
Yep.
I'm not sure if Nicole does jump. I would imagine she does, playing on the Pro Tour.
I would think, yeah.
Unless she's like Earl Strickland and she can jump with a full
Yeah,
cue.
Yeah, there
she's
you
kicking
go.
at this. She's kicking. When
The
she,
one rail before the pocket or after the pocket? Oh, after the pocket,
Yep.
and that's a nice hit.
look at this.
And it's going behind the 4.
Yep.
Touche.
Wow. Bit of a safety battle here.
2-rail kick. The only thing is she might break up to 3 balls right there with the 9. Wow.
and she
did.
got-
What good speed, too.
Look at this. Behind the 7-9. Wow.
Good speed.
Should be interesting here. She going 2 rails at it, looks like. Because the 8-ball and the 4-ball blocked the 1 rail, so.
Yep.
Maybe she pulls out the jump cue now if she has one, but she's.
That's what I like. I mean, because really it looks like she'd only be jumping over half the ball, but you know,
And you got a little room in there.
She's going 2 rail.
she's going 2 rails. She's got to spin it out of there a lot though.
Yeah.
Looks like on the table in the middle there is Lenore Chin, Reese Chin's wife, playing Monica Webb.
Yep. That's definitely can tell that's Monica. A little swing and a miss there.
Yeah.
That was not easy. Not easy.
No, either way. The one rail or 2 rail, both
Yeah.
of them pretty difficult.
I'm surprised she didn't jump that because she only had about a half a ball, if that, to jump over.
She doesn't have a jump cue. I don't know. I don't know her
That's a possibility,
personally, so
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm totally unfamiliar with her game.
Yeah, I don't know how she shoots. Obviously, Vivian.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are very familiar with her, so.
Yep. Oh my, she really rushed that shot there.
Four of us? No, that's a real commentator. I'm not going to pick up the headset yet. Oh, I see. Thanks, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people out here in the expo.
Yeah, this place is jam packed.
This is actually my very first expo.
Really?
I'm
really?
I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Wow.
already.
That's great. That's great. It's the best
Absolutely
thing
love
ever.
it. Absolutely love it.
It's actually my 4th year in a row here, and I love these expos. I mean,
Mhm.
tons of people. You know,
Look at this little.
3-railer,
Yeah.
and yep. Well, that was.
That was unfortunate because now she really broke up. You know.
Yeah, she solved
a
a lot of
little
the
cluster.
problems in the rack
Yep.
by doing that. Giving Vivian a wide open table here. A 3 and a 4 in the same
Little
pocket, looks
soft
like.
spin.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm watching Monica play in the background there. And I don't know if she missed that ball or played safe. But her opponent hesitated to get up, and then she finally got up. This safe right here on that second table.
Mm-hmm.
You kick the end rail soft
Mhm.
and just try to bump the 6.
Yep. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
And, maybe something good will come out of that.
Kind of leave him tied up.
Because if you hit it hard, she hit it too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It throws it right back out, and she hit it too fat, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed control is tough in pool when unless you're a top pro.
Especially kicking.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking
yeah,
in.
it's tough.
The speed. A lot of factors. Vivian kind of straight. She's gonna try to draw it straight back, or
Yeah, come off the rail.
interesting.
No,
Oh, she's
ball first.
Going right
I
at
say
it.
ball first.
Yep, she just
straight back.
She just said,
and
I'm going to draw it back and play the combination.
Yeah, I mean she's pretty in line with it now.
Wow, she got perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's right on the money.
That was a great speed shot.
Well, I thought she was going to come to the other side.
Yeah, yep.
Gee,
That was a nice shot.
what do I know?
That's right. So Vivian goes up 4-1.
4-1.
Yep.
Nicole Monaco. I like that name. Nicole Monaco.
It just kind of rolls, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Nicole Monaco. Check billiard.com. That's one of the hottest apps out now.
Yep.
I have it on my phone, too. It's wonderful.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Ralph Eckert.
Mhm.
And,
Power One Pocket version 2.
Those guys know a lot.
They certainly do. Scott Frost, one of the best.
he's a heck of a player. He is.
And he's such a great guy, too. Really, really nice. So Nicole's break off here.
One in the four, tied up from the get-go.
Yeah, and really not an obvious safe.
No.
Couple of tough ones, but as far as an obvious one. Oh, she might. I can't tell from the angle on the screen. I'm not used to looking at the screen, but I mean, it's possible she could actually. Yeah, she's looking
at the
she's
carom and the
yeah,
9?
The carom, yep. But she's also, I think she's looking to eye up that 4 ball. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. She tried to
stomped her foot to
she's-
try to get it to drop. And she
Is Karen Core here? Yeah.
I think I see her in the back. She's
Oh,
playing.
is that her? In the
Yeah.
pink.
I believe so. Yes.
She won her previous match.
Yep.
I know she beat Meredith Lynch. I think it was 10-0. Is that right?
Oh, jeez.
I know Meredith too from back home. We play out of the same room back home,
Yeah.
and she's an excellent player. It's just she doesn't. Unfortunately, she hasn't had a lot of time to really dedicate herself because she's a massage therapist,
Oh, okay.
and she has her own business, so that keeps her pretty busy.
Who has one? Who has a massage?
Meredith Lynch.
Oh, I see.
Sweet little combination there on the 6 ball.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, you can tell that Vivian has definitely settled down here. She's beginning to let her stroke
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
She's feeling it now.
Oh, yeah. Getting much more comfortable at the table now.
That was
Nice
clever.
shot.
Clever to use the 9
Yeah.
to hold it there.
And it's funny because combinations can be so tricky because not only you're playing the ball, but you have to play shape on your next ball, and it's a lot to contend with to play a combination.
I don't want to talk about combination. I missed a break and run in Charlotte because of it. I made 1 ball,
Yep.
but I could have made $8,000 on the break and run.
Well, she's not happy with where she where the cue ball was left, the shape that she got, so she's got to
Yeah,
use the
she
rake again.
Rake over the 9.
Yep. Which is not this is a much harder shot. And she plays it just
She
like
made
it's
it look-
automatic.
She made it look pretty easy.
Well, unfortunately, she's on the wrong side of the 5 for this shot. So I don't know. Draw it side rail. I mean,
Yeah,
the side pocket comes into play, but
Yeah.
she's really got to put a stroke on this ball.
Is that the
if
8
she
ball
doesn't.
on the rail or 6?
That's
Yeah, 8 ball,
8 ball.
down here at the
okay,
foot.
I see what you're saying.
down here at the
Okay,
bottom
so
line.
probably draw.
Yeah.
That's
right around the 9. Look at that.
That's a great stroke. That's a nice shot.
She wanted a little more draw.
She just dug into it a little too much.
Yeah.
She hit it too good.
I just, yeah, for some reason, half the ball's showing.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Wow.
Nice shot.
I thought she had missed that for a
Yeah.
second. These
See,
diamond
she-
tables
see,
are no
she's-
joke.
she
No,
gets-
absolutely not.
She gets right up there and shoots that ball. It'll take me like a half hour before I shoot it.
Are you saying that you're a deliberate player?
Well, because, you know, I can't focus that fast, and she does. And
Nice.
it's amazing to me. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Yep.
man, her mind was just must work a mile a minute.
Well, have you ever seen Tony Drago play?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Tony.
I mean, it's funny because he's called the Tornado too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And there was Tommy's opponent last night shot fast too, George Rodriguez.
Oh
He
yeah,
shoots
out of
pretty
out of
fast,
Gotham Billiards,
Gotham
right?
Plays
City
good,
Billiards,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, Gotham City Billiards.
Yeah. I think I watched Tony play the speed pool. I think, and he just one stroke and right in. It's insane, very fast player.
I've played Luke Salvez a few times.
He's
That
very
guy
fast too. Yeah.
is incredibly fast.
Well, I tell you, back in his day, my idol Earl Strickland, he used to play pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And Jason Shaw did too.
Yep.
And he still does, but not as fast as he used to.
Dave Pearson.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioning Jason Shaw. You know, that's the third time she's made that one
Yeah,
ball
in
coming
that
around.
bottom left corner.
In
Yeah.
that bottom left corner. It's
Yeah.
gone around and just right into the.
Yep.
She's got that breakdown.
Yeah.
7 and 8 are in a weird position. No, what I was saying is with funny mentioning Jason Shaw, he has slowed down and gotten a little bit more deliberate.
Right.
He still plays fast. I mean, he's
He
phenomenal.
does. Yes.
But the one thing that he had said that that attributed to him slowing down and focusing a little bit more was one of the sponsors of this event, Checchio.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You know, he was the one that actually convinced me to try it.
Yep.
And it's just the most amazing supplement I've ever used.
I tried one actually yesterday, and it is interesting.
Now, did you try the drink or did you try the capsules?
the drink?
The
I had the
capsules.
drink.
The capsules is what I started out with.
Okay.
And I just tried the drink for the first time today. It's phenomenal.
I tried
But
the drink yesterday the first time. So
if you get a chance to do the capsules,
Yeah.
they last longer. They really do. It basically is smoother and it's longer lasting throughout the day. Take it in the
Interesting.
morning with a little breakfast and you're
Right.
good to go.
All natural ingredients.
All natural ingredients.
No
that's right.
GMOs. That's
Yep.
perfect.
And especially with the little drinks, the one thing that that I want to let the pool players know out there, it's not an energy drink. It's not Red Bull. There's no caffeine. There's no sugar. It's all natural supplement, vitamins, minerals that give you the feeling of awareness.
Yep.
It's not necessarily where you feel like your heart's going to beat out of your chest like with Red Bull.
right.
There's no caffeine, no
right.
sugar, there's no high, and there's no crashing
Right.
afterwards.
Yep.
It's just completely smooth, and that's the one thing that I really like about this supplement.
Tried one. I'm going to try one right now.
Yep.
If you guys wondering why Al's not on the headphones, is because there's just 3 of us sitting here, and Al's looking over us, making sure we don't mess up. And
Yep.
he's drinking a Checchio.
Now
right
it's not sweet. That's the one thing that
Right.
that you must understand. This is not like picking up Gatorade where there's a sweetness to it, or any other type of energy drink that's like a sweetness to it. Okay, it has a very lemony, citrusy, almost like a tea type of taste to
it does.
It's
yeah.
very it's an undescribable taste. Actually, I was talking with Dan Cintron about it earlier yesterday, and it really is. It's indescribable taste. It really it's a very interesting taste. But I mean, it
I
does
really
make you feel good.
I really
mean,
enjoy it. There's a lot of people like I know Jason
Yep.
Shaw. He likes to mix it with either Gatorade or some kind of fruit juice of some sort to mask the flavor that some players will like the way that it tastes. Some people won't.
Right.
But the secret is to drink it after it's been refrigerated. If you drink
Okay.
it cold,
Yep.
it's much smoother.
Okay.
That's what I really like. You can drink it at any temperature, room temperature.
Yeah.
But
well, they do store it in the fridge at the Kamui booth.
that's right.
So yeah,
That's right. And
that's where I had it from. So yeah, and it was good.
That's the best way to
Yep.
definitely, in my
Are they,
opinion.
are they
to
giving them
drink.
away over there?
Well, they gave me a few, so
Yeah,
yeah.
they
And if they give me some, they'll give anybody anything. That's for sure. I tell you. That's a little bit of a tough break there on that 6 ball, but
Yeah, I left Vivian on the wrong side, I think,
Yep.
to get to the 7 too.
Yep. She may just decide to just, kind of stop the cue ball there and just accept the longer shot on the 7, the longer cut, come across, back and forth, middle of the table, 8 in the corner, swing around for the 9. I mean, that's the pattern that I see at the moment.
And it's funny, Jared, you mentioned Jason, and obviously he took second in this event last year, and I mean he's over in Europe right now because he wants the Mosconi Cup points to play on the Euro team.
Right.
So obviously that's very important to him. So
I tell you, I really admire Jason Shaw. He's
Oh, yeah.
literally my favorite left-hand player.
Yeah.
I love the way he plays. I really wish that he was able, to play for the U.S. team.
you're
I really
not
would.
the only one. Yeah.
There's so many great players that live here in the U.S. that are playing on the European team. Like Darren Appleton,
Yep.
Mika Eminen.
Yep.
You've got, of course, Jason Shaw. He's pretty much guaranteed he's going to get in.
Right.
I'm shocked that she actually
It's
did that.
interesting. Yeah.
I'm shocked. I was really thinking she was just going to spin around.
I think she was playing the cross corner bank. It looked like, and then it just double kissed, and then ended up there. Is what it kind of looked like.
Well, what do you think the reasoning for that was, to do the cross corner bank?
Maybe
like
if you bank it, you make it. You got a reward on the 9. If not, you leave it maybe down toward the middle diamond and leave her a tougher shot. But that was not the case, and
Well,
Nicole,
she's going to pay for it now.
2 ball out here, yeah. Yep.
So Nicole puts another beat up on her side.
Mm-hmm. No, it's funny. I was talking with Mika Eminen yesterday, and I was kidding around with him, saying, "Don't you live like in New York, and you should play on Team USA."
It would really be nice. It would be or to involve, to involve maybe the Canadians,
right.
into it.
Yep.
There's a lot of great players, You
Oh,
you
yeah.
bring in Alex Pagulayan, who
Yeah.
represents Canada obviously,
Yep.
and Eric Orlifson,
I agree.
Yeah. John Mora, I think is
John Mora, phenomenal player.
Yep.
Now you talk about a deliberate player.
Yep.
I mean his positioning is so precise.
Oh, 9. Does
9
that
went in.
count or is
Yeah.
that spot?
No, that counts.
It does
right?
count?
Or does it? It doesn't.
It does not. Okay, I wasn't sure
That's right. Al said that earlier. Sorry, that's
because they're racking their own doesn't count.
yeah. That just 9 ball doesn't count on the break.
It doesn't count at all. Or-
at all. Not on the break.
Yeah. So just like in the Open tournament,
Oh,
they
she
have here,
doesn't-
it doesn't count.
She doesn't continue to shoot either.
No.
Or did
No, she does because
Oh,
it
okay.
still counts as like a pocketed
make it
ball.
a
So
ball,
you so you
right.
keep your turn at the table.
Right. Nice shot down the rail there.
Beautiful speed.
Yeah, it's good speed.
Oh, too fast.
Yes.
She'll learn.
Oh, she almost got rewarded there. But that's the one thing about these diamond tables that are so unlike any other table, and I'm sure Ron will attest to that. Is that when you have the ball that's so far on the shelf inside the jaws of the pocket, that's exactly what could happen right there. There's so many players out there that just, I know that Earl, when he teaches me, he says if you ever play on a diamond, you have a ball that's in there, you might as well get used to drawing it out of the pocket. Sometimes it's going to be a lot better.
I think I remember, I forget who said this, but I mean, playing position for a ball hanging in a pocket like that, it's not easy to play
No.
position for a ball like that
No, it's not.
on your next ball.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't use the rail because it's so deep into the pocket.
Yeah.
And it'll just bounce around near the pocket, the cue
Yep.
ball.
And of course, if you play it with any spin to try and come out, you're really letting go of the cue ball. It just takes
Yeah.
off.
But they are the best tables in the world, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, diamond are awesome.
I wonder which diamonds these are. Are these the Pro-Ams or are the? I noticed a little, like a little silver thing out. Is that a smart table?
I
A
know.
converted smart table?
I know the
or-
tables for the Open are smart tables. I don't know about these.
Nice shot.
That was a beautiful
That's
shot.
a nice shot.
Oh.
You could leave on the 8 too.
She's okay.
Oh, she can cut
Yeah.
on the side and come 2, possibly 3 rails around and play the 9.
Yep.
Top right.
Yeah, she should get natural position here.
No,
A little hard,
No, she's,
but she's all right.
yeah, she's good. A little bit tougher than she wanted to, but it's still makeable.
Nice out.
Very nice. Yeah, one of the rooms I play out of 8-foot diamond tables, and I like diamond tables. They are really nice.
So Nicole puts another beat up. So now the score is Vivian 5 and Nicole 3.
I didn't know they made 8-foot diamonds.
We've got 8-foot diamonds in one of the rooms I play out of in New Hampshire.
Yeah, they make the bar boxes, the 8 foots, 9 foots, 10 foots, and now the 4 pocket ones, no side pockets.
Yeah.
And they made a 2 pocket one for 1 pocket. Yeah, oh, that's wonderful.
I know. I knew about the 4 pocket. Darren versus Earl Strickland coming up.
That's right.
That should be a very interesting match.
Well, I know Earl for the longest time has been saying, to
Get rid of the side
Get rid of the
pockets.
side
Yeah,
pockets.
he has.
What a lot of people don't know, though, that 9 was trying desperately to get in there, but
Cue
know.
ball got there first.
Yep. What does Al say? Kojak in the subway? Is what he
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
No, I know Earl for a long time is saying that that the game's too easy.
Right.
He wants to eliminate the side pockets and
Yep.
slightly change the facing on the corner pockets if there was one
Right.
ever made. But a lot of people don't know that one of the very first actual pool tables only had 4 pockets in each corner,
Really?
one in each corner, just like the one that Diamond made.
I was not aware
Where
of
is
that.
this?
No, there was many years ago. We're talking back in the 1800s. They
I
used
did
to
not
have
know
one.
that.
I didn't know that myself.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Oh, that one I think, yeah. Missed that one a little. Caught the
It'd be
rail
great
there.
for one-pocket games.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Now I know that they've had one I think for a while now somewhere out in California that there's
is that
a
right?
place that has a table that's no pockets except for one in each corner. One.
Hmm.
And is specifically made for one
Oh,
pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, he's frustrated with that one.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a very she shoots fast, and it just sometimes it costs her a lot of shots.
Yep.
That was so makeable. I know I've done it a million times, so I guess we all have.
Oh yeah. I can't tell if she's playing the 3-9 or if that 3 plays clean.
I think it goes in. I think the 3 goes by the 9.
She's double checking.
I mean, if she does, she's going to have to hit this with a lot of inside dope. Bounce
Yeah,
off
it's a
that
hole
rail.
for the 4, right?
Mhm.
That was a nice shot.
This girl, she shoots like Vivian. She shoots fast.
Well, you can definitely tell they're getting their stroke back because that first rack was a little painful for
was
them
it?
both. I know.
Oh, there's
Oh
a-
boy. Yep.
Oh, here's the rail first.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she has no choice.
yeah. Yep. Real
Gotta
first
watch
round
that.
the table for the
Gotta
5.
watch that 6 ball. And she made it by.
Yeah. And shaking her head because she doesn't like this cut. I mean, she may even play safe here, I would think, because that's kind of a tough cut. Or playing a bank, maybe. No, that was a
Goodness
cut.
gracious. Oh,
Oh man.
Not even close.
welcome to Diamond Tables. once
Yeah,
again.
these are tight pockets.
Yeah, this is a road, and this is a drill here.
Yeah.
Vivian,
Yeah,
better watch it.
she's,
This
yeah.
girl might sneak up on her.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's sneaking up on her, right? I mean,
Yep.
one racket putting one rack at a time here. If she wins this, she's
Yep.
one away from her now.
Yeah.
Ooh,
watch that.
yeah.
Watch that.
That was. Yeah,
I'm surprised
that was,
I'm surprised she went
she
forward
went-
in that.
I did
I
too.
was too. Yeah, but she landed nicely
Yeah, she's
on it.
perfect. Yeah.
And there you go.
Bingo. So it looks.
So 5-4 in
Yeah.
favor of Nicole Monaco.
No,
Oh, sorry, in favor of Vivian.
Vivian. Yep.
I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Now, a lot of women in this the pro event. Who do you think would be the favorite to win in the pro?
Allison.
Oh, absolutely.
Allison, you think?
Yeah.
I would think
Number
either Allison or Karen Core. I mean, they're both playing really good right now. So
Karen, I tell you, watching Karen Core play in the U.S. Open this past year, when she decimated Ko Pin-Yi, who was the current champion.
oh yeah,
I mean, just
Yep.
destroyed him. It was 11-4.
Yep.
I'd never seen her play literally that good. And I mean, she's a I'm not taking anything away. She's a phenomenal player.
She is.
Always has been.
Yep.
But I mean, she was breaking good. Her
Yep.
safeties were good. She saved him so much
Yep.
that he was really flustered. I mean,
And
she really played great.
yeah. I mean, sometimes that's all it takes to foster someone is you play safe and keep giving ball in hand and
And that same tournament, she was ahead. She was on the hill. She was leading 10-9 over Jason Shaw, and then she missed an easy 2-ball. It just
Yeah.
rattled.
yeah.
And then Jason ended up running out
Yeah.
the last, to beat her on the hill.
Looks like in the back, the match with Monaco Webb is complete. I don't know who won that.
I think Monica. Monica Webb. See, her name rolls off too.
Monaco Webb.
Muhammad Ali.
Mm.
So
Okay, Ron Park, you're hired in my band. You got it.
Yeah.
You got the gig now.
finally, I could play the triangle really well.
And it's funny, I've been looking for a triangle player, so
Yeah.
we'll definitely talk after you win the seniors event.
Remember
We'll
Saturday Night
definitely talk.
Live with Will Ferrell playing the
Cowbell.
yeah, the
Cowbell.
drama. Yeah, that's one of the funniest skits.
Oh, that's a nice little
was-
combination
Oh,
there.
look at that.
Does she get rewarded for it? And it looks like she
Yeah,
does.
she can see it, yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know if she can see in the side or if she's playing a bank. I mean, that's kind of tough in the side pocket.
Yeah.
I like the bank.
Yeah.
She's looking at
kinda
the bank.
pointing at the bank. Yeah.
That little mirror.
Yep.
Mirror technique.
Oh,
Ooh,
Wow.
she
she
actually
widened
missed
it
on-
too much.
And
Yeah.
look what she left.
Oh
I don't know
my.
if she
You know-
can see it, can't she?
And then I
think she can.
looks like she can.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking right at
gonna,
it.
Yeah, she's gonna eye this down.
You got to think she's a favorite to make this.
Yep.
Looks like Shane Van Boning just walked into
Yep.
the arena. Oh, goodness gracious.
That's a tricky combination.
Yes, it is.
I believe he's still on the winner's side of the
Yeah, this guy.
pro 10 ball.
This guy plays pretty good.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's got a good future.
Yeah. And he plays with my personal favorite brand, actually Q-Tech. That's actually all I play with is
Really?
Q-Tech. Yeah. He's actually one guy I look up to. So
He's such a phenomenal player.
Oh,
and
he
such
is.
a nice guy.
he is. He really is. I mean, I've been shooting with Q. That's my first Q was a Q-Tech, and that's all I ever shot with. And I bought one of the low deflection Qs, and I can't say enough about them. So I know a lot of people are going with Predator and OB, and
Yeah, that's me. I'm a Predator guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love Q-Tech. So
Well, I tell you, he definitely makes that Q-Tech Q speak. That's for sure.
absolutely. All over the world,
Yep.
not just the country, all over the world.
Well, I tell you, I just had the opportunity to check out the new Revo shaft, the carbon fiber shaft.
That's the black
By
Predator one,
Predator.
right? Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm not saying it just because it's Predator, even though people that know me know that I love their product.
Yeah.
It's a 12.9 millimeter shaft, which I thought was going to be incredibly just way too thick for me because I'm used to Z3s. I'm
Yep.
used to very small diameter shafts.
Right.
But I have to honestly say, that is the best hitting shaft I've ever picked up, ever put in my hands. I mean, there's no deflection. I mean, well, of course there's deflection,
Right.
but you don't have to compensate. I mean, you can aim straight and put 2 tips of outside spin on it
Right.
or inside spin and still hit where you're aiming. It's unbelievable.
That's insane. That is really good.
You know, it's and it feels just like wood. It feels just like wood. I mean, just the hit and everything. It's just
Talking about that black shaft?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Black
spectacular.
Predator one.
I hit balls with that. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's a soft tip.
Yep.
But it doesn't play like a soft tip on a regular cue. It
Right.
plays perfect.
Right.
Now I
It's
heard
amazing.
they have it here, but not for sale. Is that
Right.
correct?
Well, the
You
deal
can't buy it yet?
The deal is the deal is you can actually buy it, but you have to buy the cue with it. Right
Right.
now, it's only available as an option for their limited edition 20th anniversary limited edition cues, which luckily I have one of those.
It's a unilock.
And it's
shaft,
unilock
yeah,
shaft.
yeah.
They're going to be only offering it with the cue for about a year and a half, and then they're going to start. They're going to start selling them individually.
Good.
So, in the meantime, we're talking. Looks like Vivian put up another bead. She's leading 6-4, race to 10. Over Nicole. Here comes that one again.
Yeah, and then it was going toward that pocket.
It certainly was.
But I believe she came up dry this one. Yeah, and Nicole steps to the table.
Definitely a safety here.
Yeah, you can't really put enough inside on this to hold for the two. She's
No.
gotta play safe here.
Yeah.
What are they racing to?
10.
10.
10? Wow,
Yep.
like the men.
Yep.
Pretty much the only difference is the men playing 10 ball, women playing 9 ball.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Be interesting though. I'd actually like to see the women play 10 ball. I mean, you know, for years it's been women playing 9 ball, guys playing 10 ball. Why don't they, you know, women or men just play one, play 9, or play 10, one or the other. You know, you have both pro sides playing both format. One thing I never really understood, but
Yeah, I'm not sure who makes those decisions. I mean, Ron, do you know from your experience of being in this tournament a lot?
Well, they had 10 ball for the men the last few years in the main event, and the women, I think, chose 9 ball over 10 ball.
oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, so they chose.
They
it.
don't
Okay.
want to tackle 10 ball yet, I don't think. You know, a few of them can, obviously.
Right.
Allison, Karen.
Right.
But for the most part, I think a 9 ball is more ideal for them.
Well, with the now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but am I understanding this correctly? On the men's side with the 10 ball, that they're playing it like 9 ball as far as the rules go. Is that correct?
That is correct. They changed some rules for this format. I learned this yesterday. A couple rules they changed. You don't have to call the 10. If the 10 goes in, you know, if you're playing, you bump the 10. That was a ball in hand there.
Ball in hand, yeah.
You don't have to call the 10. If the 10 goes, it's considered a win. There's no givebacks.
Oh, really?
Yep. Meaning if you play a shot and you don't call safe, but you play a shot to make the ball, but you leave it bad, your opponent can give it back to you.
So they accept the two-way shot then.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
And the other big one was the 1, 2, 3 in the corners don't have to be.
I didn't see that yet, where the give back.
Yeah, you know, there is none.
There is none.
There is
Okay.
none.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's one of the rules that they
Okay,
changed.
they
is the
changed.
give backs. Yeah. And usually, typically on the Tony Robles Predator Tour, the 1 in the front, 2 and 3 in the corners.
Right. They don't do that either.
Right. Yep. 1 in the front and 10 in the middle, and it's all that matters. So just a couple little rule changes.
And it doesn't count on the break. I know that.
Correct.
The 10 ball.
So basically,
Like you said,
it's like 9 ball.
Yep.
It's 9 ball with
Yep.
just 1 extra ball.
Pretty much, yep.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yep.
Because that's one of the reasons why I really like 10 ball is because, you know, I like the call shot, call safe.
Well, yeah, I don't believe
know,
you should
all
be
ball foul.
rewarded for, you know, missing a shot and then leaving your opponent stitched. I don't
Right.
think you should be rewarded for that.
There's a lot of different, you know, theories out there, a lot of different views, and I see both sides. You know, I can
Right.
understand there's certain people that will play a shot a certain way to ensure, you
Right.
know, some kind of a good outcome.
Right.
You know, for the shooter. So But yeah, for me, I do like the call shot, call
Yeah.
safe, all ball fouls.
Well, a lot of times, you play a bank. Like I said, like you mentioned the two-way shot. You play a bank, it's not necessarily playing it to go in, but if it goes in, now all of a sudden now you're stitched to play the next ball. So
So it looks like Vivian
Yes.
puts up another bead, and she starts getting the crowd into it, does a little tornado
Yep.
spin. The
she's
woo-woo-woo.
getting going.
She's getting going. 7-4, Vivian over Nicole.
Yep.
And a race to 10.
Just trying to gain some more momentum on her side because Nicole's won the last couple racks. So
Thank you, Mr. Ron Park. I have to get in here. Jared traveled all the way this way, and I have to sit in with him. I'm inquisitive.
Oh, Kojak in the subway. Sorry, Al, I had to
That's
beat you to
fine.
the punch there.
he
Only-
took his line.
only thing missing was the graphic there.
It seems like, when you're down 7-4, and that's what happens to you.
Yeah.
It just gets worse. You
Yeah.
gotta snap yourself out of that.
You got to fight it. Yeah, absolutely.
But when you break and you come off either the left side or the right side of that one ball, it's destined to happen.
Absolutely.
Unless you get a kick. Darren Appleton put it the best. He says this is the one sport that you can break them perfect and get unfortunate.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I believe that happened to Jason Shaw last year. I was talking to him after the tournament. He said it was hill. He played a great break, stopped at dead center, and got kicked in the side. And the other guy ran out, and he was devastated by it.
Well, look at years ago. If the pool players that go to YouTube and they pull up Alex Pagulayan
Yep.
and playing 9-ball,
Yep.
and he makes 6 balls on the break, makes a ball, and then gets hooked.
You know what?
And he couldn't get out.
I saw that on Facebook, and
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's what I like to call this sport beautiful brutality.
yeah, that was a really good break. Yeah,
yeah.
he made so many balls on the break. But that's why I tell
Look
him
out, look
that's
out.
rolling. I think it should go right. Just stay there. Well, that's why I tell all my friends playing pools. You can watch pool players make great shots. I'm like, at the end, you still have to execute, and all it takes is one slip, and anything can happen. You can rattle a ball. I've seen people miscue on a 9. Anything can happen.
And I think that's what keeps everybody playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
a little rough there. Once again, Kojak in the subway. I love that. The first time I saw Al do that, and he
That
put
was,
up the picture of Kojak on a pool table, I was cracking up.
That was actually Snooker that actually passed that picture along to me.
Yeah.
I think he's looking for it.
Is
now.
is Diana Rojas? Is Snooki here?
Yes, she is.
She is.
She's playing women's.
And when she hears that you're in town,
Oh, I
she's
gotta
going to
s-
want to come. And so is
I-
Allison Fisher, the other Allison
Oh,
Fisher.
the other
Yes.
Allison.
Yeah, she is.
This sport is so good. We have 2 Allison Fishers. That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
Double
wonderful.
trouble.
Double trouble.
Allison Fisher, she already won her 2 women's open matches. She plays again, I believe, at 5.
Mhm.
So,
She's just got to float down and accept the longer shot. Float down.
can she see the 8 in the side, or does she have to play the 8 in the corner?
Well,
I can't.
that 8's tough in the side.
Yeah,
Right, that's what-
especially on these diamonds.
Yeah, well, that's what she's looking at.
I think she can get in between them, or at least play the 8 in the upper corner.
That's what,
You
for
know?
me,
Yeah.
that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Just roll forward.
See how
Accept
far
the
that
long.
8
Yep, there you go. Just float it down. But you never know. I
I
mean,
think
she likes these
Yeah.
tough shots here. She's looking at it.
Listen, on a diamond table, this is tough. You hit the point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if you slow roll it.
Yep.
If you hit the point, that ball's not falling.
Yep.
You're right.
I absolutely agree. She's taking some time. She's eyeing this in the side.
Well, the good thing about floating down on that 7 ball is now she has an option. She's
Correct.
got options.
Yep.
So she left herself in a good spot. And of course, Shane Van Boning in the background looking.
That's a nice shot.
And a very nice shot.
Yep.
Let's see if she does a little tornado spin after the pocketing of this 9 ball here.
Oh,
8-4. Their tornado on a tear going through Philly.
You don't see a lot of tornadoes going through Philly, but today there is one.
Hopefully not this weekend.
yeah.
Steve, can we ask you to step out and we're going to have Sakti step in?
Absolutely.
Great.
Not a problem.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Thank you so much.
Great chatting with you guys.
Just let me know when you're settled there. Okay. So sitting in the booth with us now, Sakti. Is that correct? Did I
Yes,
pronounce your name right?
that's correct. That's
Good.
correct. Sakti Aswan.
Sakti. Sakti Aswan?
Yes, that's
I
my
like
family name.
Sakti Aswan. Very nice to meet you. I'm Jared.
Nice
Pleasure
to meet you.
sir.
Nice to meet you. Finally in the booth with you guys. Normally watching it over from Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonderful. What part of Europe?
Now I live in Italy.
Oh, wonderful. What
moved-
section?
Near Milan.
And I
Near
love Milan.
Yeah, near Milan.
Been there a few times. Fantastic. Yep.
It's great.
Fantastic.
Then you must have had good food.
Wonderful food.
There is Mr. Sakti right there in
Right there,
front of
isn't
you.
it?
Aswan.
There he is right there.
Now, I noticed that you have a Longoni logo on your shirt there.
Oh yeah, that's
what
coincidence.
part of Longoni company are you with them, or a representative, or?
Yes, I have two roles within Longoni. First of all, I'm the reseller in Holland and in Belgium, and also Luxembourg for Longoni pool cues. And I also do the marketing and business development for Longoni. So I'm here at the Super Billiards Expo to see whether we'll be here again next year. Yeah. Last time we were here was 3 years ago in New Jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, were you ever at the Super Billiards Expo when we were actually where the casino is?
No, that
was
is
the good old
before
times.
my time.
That was
Yeah,
the good old
yeah.
times.
But I've heard Niels talk about it a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he won it once, the pro
Well,
event. Yeah,
More action tables than
Yeah.
anything.
yeah.
Well, you know what? We hope Longoni is going to come back to the Super Billiards Expo.
Well, I hope so too, because I feel we belong here.
Well, everybody else is here.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
it's time to join the party. Stop being
Exactly.
antisocial.
Well,
All right?
we're sorry for that. We're sorry for that.
We want to see you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. No, we have the euro to blame. The euro was a little bit too high,
That's what
meaning
the bottom line is.
meaning that our cues were too expensive. And I would say to the people, well, with that kind of money, you can buy a really great American custom cue. And I'm a pool player too, so I'm just a fan of cues in general. And all of these people out there are my friends.
Very nice to hear that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the cue makers banquet tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and to get some cue makers inducted. That's good.
Oh, with that miss there, the 4 and the 6 were already in a tough position getting back to the match here, but now they're really in a tough position here, and
Oh, yeah.
especially getting back for the making the 3. I don't know how much of an angle she has here, but she's either probably going to try to swing around and just play safe.
Well,
That's the best way.
bump the 6-4 on that shot and play safe.
Yeah.
In other words, even if you leave distance, and just let her have a shot at it. but
Yeah, right.
Just break
right.
it open.
Right now, it doesn't look like anybody wants to pocket the 3. They want the other person to deal with that
Yeah.
4-6 problem.
Make the 3 and solve that problem is just impossible
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh, well, definitely missing it like that. Ball in hand to the Tornado, the Texas Tornado. She now does have actually a shot where she can actually do that.
Well, she can do something intelligent now.
Gonna
Yep.
pocket the 4 ball.
Yep. Very smart. Very
Yeah.
smart. Upstate Owl calling it again.
How about
Exactly.
the 6 ball?
Mhm.
Well, we
don't
cannot
have
see it from
no,
here.
We don't have the camera angle for that 6
I don't
ball.
know if it passes the 9.
It looks like it's married against the 9.
Yep.
Here's my son. Let me show
Her
that.
body language says it all.
Joe, that's Jarrett, jazz man right
How you
there
doing,
in front
buddy?
of you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Pleasure to
That's
meet
my
you.
son Joe, and that's his wife Connie. Jarrett's wife Connie. Sorry about that. We
Little
didn't
bit
have
of
the
a-
camera angle in there.
She wanted to do a little safety there, but
Well, didn't
leaked
manage.
out.
Didn't manage.
Yep.
Still a question whether the 6 passes now. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But from that angle, she pockets a 3-4 and tried a little too much.
She forced it.
Yep. She also popped up on the shot a bit.
The 8's making this a little more difficult for Vivian. Not only that, the 5 ball in the position it is against the rail doesn't really give you an option to bust the 6 apart. So she's got to work hard. She's got a lot of work ahead of her right here.
Well, she makes it. Doesn't have the angle though.
Now it got down a little too far.
Al, because I'm still not used to looking at the screen. I'm so used to looking at the pool table while I'm on the pool table. But is that a possible billiard? The 6-9 possible? If she gets straight enough on the 6.
I think the 9 is too
far
out.
Too far out. Yeah, I can't tell from this.
She might be able to go back and forth and try to bust the 6 out.
That's what she's trying to do. She came underneath. Well,
this is nice.
this is actually
nice
good.
shot.
Very good. And she's got this. That's going to be close. And with there being no referee to watch a hit.
Well, they would just have to call the tournament director over.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Watch out. Don't leave a combo.
That looks like a possible billiard too, but
This is actually a possible billiard shot.
You could play a two-way shot.
But, you know, you're selling a farm here. You better make sure you can make that. It's not like it's a dead billiard.
that's so true. Very nice.
Well, that's better.
Much better. Much better.
A lot better for Nicole, because if Vivian wins this game, if she lets Vivian back out of the seat, Vivian will get to the hill. So she's going to have to do everything she can to keep Vivian right where she is in her seat.
I'm impressed with this lady, Nicole.
First time that I'm actually streaming her. First time seeing her actually play. Yeah, she is impressive. I like her tempo.
Do we know any backstory on Nicole, where she's from, or anything of that nature?
I will answer those tomorrow morning. In this case, right now, though, she goes up to 5. It's now 8-5.
You know, one of the greatest things about this event is just so many different vendors and different pool-related items, and it's wonderful. In music, we have something very similar to this called the NAMM show. NAMM stands for North American Music Merchants, and usually it's in Anaheim at the convention center, and they have different booths just like here. So this is wonderful to see this for pool. Once again, like a kid in a candy store, and seeing so many great pool players, and you can just walk up and talk to any of them. It's just a wonderful thing.
Oh, it's a wonderful feast for and the pool players and the vendors.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, because we get so much love back from the pool players. We learn from them what they like, what they don't like.
And spectators, too. Their input. The spectators' input.
Exactly.
Whether they're a professional player or not.
Exactly.
Because if you cater specifically to the professional,
no,
guess what? You'll stay in Europe.
Right. That's
Exactly. And any sports is made by the amateurs too.
Sure.
I mean,
we have on premises, he happened to show up with his dad, Sam Smith. He's the junior champion of Georgia. He got into the tournament. He played 14 and under. At 9 years old, he became the junior champion of Georgia. The story about behind Sam Smith was the young man loves pool, and he needed a pool table. So we put it out there on the live stream from Castle Billiards in New Jersey that we're looking for a pool table for young Sam. At that time, he was 8. And within 8 minutes, we got a text message saying that we did have a table for him. Somebody was donating a table to him. If he needed it, he can have it.
That's great.
But it was a Brunswick. He wanted a diamond. So the diamond company stepped up, and they gave him an offer he couldn't refuse, like the
Okay.
Godfather. And he now has a diamond table, and he's the junior champ
That's
Okay.
wonderful.
at 9 years old.
That is wonderful.
That's something.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, the pool community and, how tightly knit it can really, really be.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
That stigma of dark alleys and
Yeah.
pickpockets and all that putting
it's-
together with pool does not exist.
Well, the thing is different in Europe. In
Absolutely.
Europe, it's regarded as a sport.
Right. That's exactly
so,
right.
So at Longoni, we like to support the juniors
Mhm.
because they are the champions of tomorrow.
That's exactly right.
right.
And that's the type of forward thinking that I would like to see more of, especially here in America for this, because this is the greatest sport ever. When I was younger, 16, 17 years of age, I used to play semi-pro ice hockey.
Okay.
And I used to love that sport. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of fast, precision as well, good hand-eye coordination. But nothing that I've ever played in my life is as tough as this sport right here.
Yeah.
There you go. Physically and mentally.
Physically, mentally,
Yeah.
I mean, just the focus that
Well,
it takes.
The only handicap we have in terms of watching the sport is it looks so easy.
Yeah.
You're right.
It looks so easy.
I tell Earl Strickland all the time. I said, Earl, it's your fault. What's happening with pool. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, you make it look too easy.
Yeah.
I said, you get up there and you just make it look like it's easy. And I said, I'll never forget the
Yeah.
first time that I saw you play. You were 22 years old. You were known as Little Earl.
Yeah.
And you were playing my then idol, Steve Miserak.
Oh yeah.
In 1983, Caesars Lake Tahoe, and he was in the finals, and he just absolutely demolished Steve Miserak 9-2.
Yeah.
And it was the most beautiful display of control pool I've ever seen in my life.
it's-
And even the announcer was the gentleman announcer. He was like, he says, folks at home, it is not this easy.
It's- yeah,
Earl Strickland's making it
exactly.
easy, but it is
But
not this easy.
The first time I saw him live in person was at the World Pool Masters in Holland
Mhm.
in 2003,
Mhm.
and he also entered in the trick shot championship,
That's right.
and he played his trademark wing shots behind his back,
Right.
and I was amazed.
Yeah. He
And
still does that to this day, too.
because
so.
he made me realize that I don't like trick shots.
Right.
I like skill shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Well, back to the match here. This sinking of this 9-ball, and now
She
Vivian
gets
Villarreal is on the hill.
On the hill.
Yep. She's now leading Nicole 9-5.
Yeah. Her style is unmistakable.
Oh, without a doubt.
She has this flair.
She has passion for it, and she's
She has passion.
she's a show woman, show person.
She likes to smile. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
She's not stoic.
Did you say stoic?
Yeah.
Stoic.
What does that mean?
She's not like she's not like Ralph Souquet. She's not just like
She expresses it. She
She's
throws
very
out
expressive.
her emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the meaning behind it. Stoic, because I want to make sure you guys are saying something legit on the air.
and it's
Well,
Yeah, she is. She's a fun person to be around when she's winning. Sometimes when she's losing,
yeah.
like everybody else, she might be stoic.
right. Well, she definitely shows it when she's not happy, like she did, earlier in this game or earlier in this match. She had missed. I think the first rack she had like 5 innings at the table, and it was just very difficult. Miscued a couple of times,
Yeah.
and you could tell she was just not feeling it, and she was showing it. She was obviously visibly showing the frustration, but she's really calmed down. She's settled down, and now she's playing the double V pool that we're so used to seeing her play.
Yeah. But I think it might also work for her to just throw it out. You're done with it.
That's why you see a lot of times, she's talking to herself, and sometimes
Yep.
she'll whistle,
Exactly.
like that, just letting it out,
Yeah.
thinking, getting rid of the
Well, she's seasoned. You know,
Mhm.
she's not a newcomer on the block.
right.
She's
No.
seasoned. She knows how to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it just keeps coming on where you're struggling, and you're just trying to
It's
keep
the
going
worst
and struggling.
feeling,
Yeah.
worst feeling ever. Which one of your sponsors actually helps with Czechio?
Czechio, yeah.
Now
I'll
I'm going
tell
to
you
keep.
what,
I'm going to keep talking about Czechio. I'm going to turn as many people onto that as I possibly can.
This is the God's honest truth, folks. I just had a Czechio for the first time, and when I just drank it all down in one shot, and I feel great. I'll tell you, I feel great. I'm ready to run around the block and probably have a heart attack because of my weight, but I feel good. I mean, my heart's not pumping like it did with the Red Bull. I can be the witness. She needs a rail here, guys.
And I think she's going to get it. She's going to get it.
She gets it.
Yeah, very good.
And I'm
Right.
amazed by the interest
John?
the Czechio booth has from all the players the past 3 days. All coming to ask for a second can
Yeah.
of Czechio because it works.
I've been using their capsules for quite some time. Actually, Jason Shaw was the one who really convinced me.
Exactly.
And they work so well. And I just tried the drink for the first time today.
Yeah.
You and I both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. The one thing I like about it, it doesn't give you, it gives you energy. I like to say it gives you more awareness. You feel alert without feeling jittery, without
Exactly.
feeling your
Exactly.
heart race. There's none of that. No sugar.
Yeah.
No artificial chemicals of any way, shape, or form. No caffeine whatsoever.
Yep.
But yet you have this, what I call euphoric calmness, along with just precision awareness. And that's what I like about it.
Well, what I witnessed, because it was on the Czechio stand a lot the past 2 days, and a lot of people ask, "Well, is it like Red Bull?"
Yeah.
And
Not at
the
all.
answer is it's not like Red Bull because there are no sugars in it.
Right.
So you don't get jittery. There's no caffeine in it.
And there's no crash.
exactly
There's no crash.
exactly
You know, you feel aware.
exactly.
And for me, the perfect combination that I found today is take 2 capsules in the morning with breakfast, whatever breakfast may be for you, and that lasts you the entire day.
Okay.
Now, if you start feeling a little sluggish, like if you're in a match or anything, you feel a little sluggish, you pop one of the drinks, you know, if you have access to the drinks, and it will pep you up. It will make you more aware, and it'll last, you know, at least a couple, it's 2-3 hours for me already.
Exactly.
You know, and I feel great. I feel really good. Before, you know, they say if you don't have the drink, you take 2 capsules in the morning. Then if you're playing a tournament night, you take 1 additional capsule about an hour before you play,
Yes.
and that will last you, you know, throughout the match.
Well, the capsules are more for the mental state,
That's right.
and the drink is more for the physical state.
That's right.
So you need to use them both
Mhm.
if you want the complete package of focus.
Well, Vivian's 2 balls away from securing this victory here.
This is not an easy shot,
No, it's not.
but she makes it. It's
Goodness
perfect.
gracious. What a
Wow.
beautiful shot.
Wow.
And she gets a nice little nudge
She
on
gets
the
a
9 ball.
bonus.
And Nicole gets up, congratulates her.
Well done.
Well, it looks like Jennifer and Kia are done on the other table, too.
Yes, they're unscrewing their cues, so
All right, we're going to try to maneuver this camera on to give you guys something to watch. We don't want to leave you with a blank table. Let's see if we can. Well, we got a couple of the guys warming up. We got SVB. Is that Corey back there?
Yep,
Yeah.
Corey
Yes.
Duel.
Corey
Yes.
Duel. We'll leave the camera here. See if there's any matches on the other side.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, don't worry. There's a secret agent behind the scenes. This is Barana Andoni, and she's playing.
I can't tell who she's playing.
It's
Is that Erin McManus?
no,
Oh, that's
no.
Brittany Bryant.
Brittany Bryant.
Brittany
Out of
Bryant.
Canada. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it right here on this angle. Let you guys enjoy the women right here. And then after that, we got a match at 4:30. We're going with the men's match next. We don't know who it's going to be, but I can tell you what, by the looks of the brackets that Jared's wife, Connie, just went and confiscated, it's exciting.
Well, I know that some of the 4:30 matches, I know you have, looks like, there we go.
Go ahead, Eddie Abraham. Yeah, Alex Pagalayan, Warren Kiemko, Mika Immonen.
Yep, and looks like
What do we got on the B side? Oh, this.
that's the same one. And then you've got Earl Strickland against
Oh, Shane is playing Corey.
How do you pronounce this?
Vilmos Valdez.
Valdez, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
Vilmos
know.
Valdez.
Okay, against Strickland, and then SVB against Corey.
Yes.
So we don't know who's coming up next on our 2 tables. We will keep you updated. I'll come back to the booth and let you know.
Vilmos
But,
is Hungarian.
Yes, he is.
I just want to thank Sakti. I want to thank the jazz man, Jared Arasamina, and his wife, Connie, sitting in the background. She's helping out also. Steve Sutton, who sat in, and Ron Park. We're going to end this recording. We'll get right back. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.